Hello and welcome. My name is Nadine and I'm going to be showing you today how you can do a transfer substitute of a registration from one person to another. Now normally when you're doing a cancel transfer uh, or transfer substitute in Imus, you just go into the registration in Imus and move it over. In this case, we're also going to be using etouches, so there's a few more steps. However, the first place where we really want to start this whole process is within Imus. And the reason we do this is because it's much easier to transfer the information first in Imus and then go over to etouches because the information is already in Imus. There's not going to be any modifications done on the wrong registration or anything like that. So what do we do first? First thing we want to do is what we normally do in Imus is click on the Transfer Substitute button. When we do that, if you don't have your batch open, it'll prompt you for a batch. And I always recommend that you use the batch for the current date, the etouches batch for the current date, because it is actually something that's coming from etouches as well. So I'm just going to view the batch and close this. So I'm going to click on transfer substitute and I'm going to move over to the ID field. At this point what I want to do is I want to find the person who's going to be replacing Georgiana here, and that's going to be Jeanette. And that's it. That's straightforward transfer substitute on the Imus side. Now this is where we come in and we look to do what we have to on the etouches side. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down Jeanette's ID number, 367233. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Georgiana's registration, which I already have up on my screen here in the etouches side. If I scroll down a little bit ways on her registration, you'll see an Imus integration section with the Imus ID. In here, we actually want to just change the Imus ID to 367233 and save the settings. That now shows that the contact ID has been updated. Next, I want to go up and edit the attendee info. And I want to change the information from Georgiana to Jeanette. Whatever fields you have to update, please go ahead and update them. In this case, all I'm really doing is I'm just updating the email address and the first name. And I'm going to save and exit. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the Push to Imus button. And the reason I am going to do that is so that there is a link to this new registration at this time. If Jeanette goes in or a staff person goes in to make some modifications to these registrations and the Push to Imus button is not clicked, any modifications that are done on a different date may come back to the day that this change was made. We have to make sure that this registration is now linked to the new registrant. And that's why I always recommend that you click on the Push to Imus button. And that's it. That's all you have to do. This person is now Jeanette, is registered in both etouches and Imus, and if Jeanette or anybody in her company or any staff user from your organization needs to make a registration modification to Jeanette's registration, that information will insert into Imus and update the information based on the date those changes are done. Thank you very much. If you have any other questions on how to do a transfer substitute, a cancellation, or anything like that, please do contact our help desk and we'll be more than happy to help you with any of your questions, assist you with any items, and get you so you can have your cancellations go into Imus the way you want them to. Thank you very much. Bye for now.